Hello everyone. My name is Onyekwere, and today we're going to be having the introductory session to this Celo and Bunzz hackathon. This is a recorded session, so you can always come back to this video and check for answers to some of your frequently asked questions. And with us joining us is Miss Khadijah Amusat. She's the lead DevRel for Celo. And Mr. Trust also is the developer advocate for Bunzz. Ms. Khadijah, please, can you just introduce yourself quickly?
Hello, everyone. My name is Khadijah, Lead DevRel at Celo Africa DAO. Thank you for having me. I'm happy to be here.
Sure. Thank you very much. Mr. Trust, please, can you just do a brief introduction of yourself too?
Yeah, thank you very much, Emmanuel. My name is Trust Onyekwere, Developer Relations Manager at Bunzz, and it's a delight to be here to talk about the hackathon.
Okay, yeah, thank you very much. So I would just, basically one of the main reasons for having this session is to, get to know more about the hackathon, what is expected, because one of the plans of the hackathon is that as we move on, we're going to be having live sessions, live workshops. So before we get to the live workshops, we want to know what is the aim objective of this hackathon? What does Celo and Bunzz entail first? Then what do they expect from developers or hackers who are going to be building solutions? So Ms. Khadijah, I would just like to ask you to just do a brief introduction about Celo, and also Mr. Trust, we do a brief introduction about Bunzz, then I'll dive into the questions that I have prepared.
Okay, thank you. Celo is a mobile first layer 1 blockchain. We are currently in the process of transitioning into layer 2. I'm sure if you've been aware of what's going on, we just put up a proposal to move into layer 2, to join it.
Oh, sorry. We are struggling to hear you. I think the microphone is far away from.
How about now?
No, still has this vacuum.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I think she has to change the microphone. Okay, Mr. Trust, you can go ahead with Bunzz. Just give us a quick intro about Bunzz.
All right, yeah, thank you. So Bunzz is a smart contract ecosystem for blockchain developers. So what that means is that we are providing tools and products for blockchain developers to simplify the way they build apps. And we currently have 2 tools we're currently very excited about, and that is the Smart Contract Hub, which provides blockchain developers with ready-made smart contracts for different use cases, from NFTs to DeFi to DAOs and other use cases. And Decipher, which is the newest in the family, launching next week, AI-driven tool for blockchain developers to document smart contracts quickly, edit and redeploy to any EVM chain. So basically, in conclusion, Bunzz is helping developers simplify the way they view dApps. You are muted.
Okay, sorry. Ms. Khadijah, I think you're back. Hello?
Yeah. Can you hear me? I mistakenly tapped my AirPods. Yeah.
Much better now.
Yeah, sorry. So Celo, like I was saying, Celo is a layer 1 blockchain, currently transitioning into layer 2. We are like a platform native assets that supports both and development of Celo blockchain and ecosystem. We are also mobile first. We have a Valora wallet that enables fast transaction of crypto. We have our stablecoin, which is the CUSD. We also have our Celo tokens, we have CEOs, and we have Serial. And we have great tools like the Celo Contract Kit. We also have the Celo Composer, which is a tool that already has a pre-built React Native, and add that for for building both web and mobile dApps. So yeah, that's just a brief overview of what Celo is, and yeah, thanks.
Yeah, thank you very much for that intro. So another question I think anyone might ask is, okay, so why is this hackathon, Celo and Bunzz? So can you explain the point of collaboration between Celo and Bunzz, especially for this hackathon? I don't know, Mr. Trust.
Yeah, sure. Because we are an infrastructure for developers to build on any EVM-based chain quickly and very simple, we've seen quite a number of deployments on testnet and a few in mainnet from on Celo network. And so we did see a lot of synergy possible with the hackathon so that we can equip developers who would love to explore and love to build more on Celo blockchain to do that very quickly and simplify that process with Bunzz. So the relationship is that Bunzz helps developers build faster and deploy quickly on the Celo network. And so we're bringing the Celo benefits and then the Bunzz benefits together. And so it's a win-win for both developers and the tools themselves.
Oh, okay. Mr. Khadijah, do you want to add to that?
Yeah, I mean, since Bunzz already provides like a very fast deployment process, we also have like tools like I mentioned earlier, like the Celo Composer, which is just a one-line command tool that you need to install on your terminal, and then you already have like a full DApp already installed on your in your terminal, right? So I feel like it's a very good, it's actually a great collaboration, and yeah, so that's just all I need.
Okay. Yeah, thank you very much. So if I may ask, what is the main focus of this hackathon? Like, what is the main focus? What is the theme of this hackathon? Like, I don't know if you get a question. The main focus, the main point of building the trust.
All right. The entire aim for the hackathon is to encourage builders, especially builders in Africa, to build usable projects. And so we've seen in past hackathons, or building sections where developers build and then it dies, or the build is not usable, or they build and there's not really an engagement beyond what they're building. And so essentially the hackathon's goal is to find, encourage, and support developers who want to build real cases on the blockchain using both tools. And so the entire aim from the introductory section now to the workshops and then the pitch section going all around is essentially to achieve the aim of encouraging developers to build usable products. And so we could see people moving from testnets to mainnets, because that's essentially the goal entirely, build usable products using blockchain.
Okay, moving from testnet, to mainnet. Ms. Khadijah, do you want to add something to that?
Yes, with personal innovation at Celo Africa DAO, like Trust mentioned, we are trying to encourage developers in Africa, because that's like the main focus of this hackathon, for builders in Africa, especially to build useful products, and to also encourage the people that already have like innovative ideas but do not know how to start, or they are not opportune to like showcase themselves. And we're also trying to like build like a community of people that are building cool stuff. I mean, just to like foster and drive like the whole Web3 education in Africa. So, and also we would be having like other events like accelerator program, to just encourage people that have built during this hackathon, and also, make them have access to like VCs and all of that. So yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. I know particularly for building of this project, or building on both Celo and Bunzz, you'll be needing Solidity as language, major language. So my question is like, what other technologies or maybe other programming language should participants have to be able to at least excel in this hackathon? Khadijah, you could do that.
Yeah. Okay. So because it's a hackathon and you
Hello?
are required. Can you hear me?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Can you?
I can hear both of you. I can hear you.
Oh.
Yeah, I can hear you too. I don't know why you can't hear me.
Oh, we couldn't hear you. So like what technologies are, I know Solidity because it's EVM compatible. They're going to be built there. So what apart from Solidity, what other technological language or programming language?
Okay.
Participant?
Yeah, so it's a hackathon, right? And we expect everyone to form teams. And this hackathon is not just for people that know how to code. Because I believe if you're building a product, you should start with like your product manager. You can have like a designer. You can have someone that is in charge of the front end. You can have someone writing the smart contract. You can have like a backend person. So we want to encourage everyone to form like meaningful team. Just make it look like you're starting, you want to build a company because you don't even know where this is going to go, right? The first hackathon I won, I was so lucky to actually, to get into like an accelerator program with that same idea. So just take it like, oh, you're trying to do something great, not just that you just want to hack and win. So I'll advise everyone to form like a proper team because those are the criteria we're going to look at in picking winners. We don't just want you to just have like only developers on your team. Let us know. Just let us know that if you're taking this serious. Just have like a full team. So that's my advice.
Oh, okay. Mr. Trust.
Yeah, nothing really much to add to what Khadijah said. Yeah, so it teams, different skill sets is being built. And so, Bunzz can accommodate quite as much as anything, right? So, I think that's basically what Khadijah said.
Okay, so we have a question in the comment section, but before I move to that, I wanted to ask this question. So, what are your judging criteria? Because Khadijah kind of mentioned how that diversity in a team is one of the things you will look out for. But what are like the other judging criteria that you should look out for any team to be a winning team? Mr. Trust.
Yeah, so for judging criteria, for one, it has to be original. Originality is there, and originality in this case means that we don't like copy existing projects that was done before the hackathon, right? So originality, just build something during the hackathon. Is Web3 focused, or blockchain focused? So project should be centered around what the technology is. It could be DeFi, it could be DAOs, it could be just Web3 focused. And solutions should have a working link, like deployment link. Don't just send a GitHub repo. Let's see it work live. You can definitely send both of them, but like also add the link to see how it works as well. And of course, you must deploy on the Celo blockchain. Right? That's like very like fundamental. You must use bonds to deploy smart contracts that will be deployed on Celo, right? And so at least one smart contract should be on the Bunzz platform that will use beyond Celo. Yeah, and then about the use cases. So the use case you're looking at, though there are quite a lot, but we're looking at 5: DeFi, NFTs, art gaming, social good, which means blockchain being used to address societal issues like providing transparency, secure ways to buy goods, supply chain, all of those social good concerns, e-commerce, and everything blockchain cryptocurrencies. So we're looking at, it is to solve a problem. It shouldn't just be, okay, you're building the next Twitter on the blockchain. It's not a real use case because by default, it's going to fail. So real use cases that solve real problem across this things I've mentioned. I think that's basically that, I don't know if Khadijah probably has something missing, but yeah, that's it.
Okay, Khadijah, please, do you have anything to add to that?
No, I don't. I think that's all.
Okay. So yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, if anything is going to change, or if we're going to add anything, maybe you should bring it.
Yeah. Okay. I want to ask also, will there be any workshops? Because Trust mentioned deploying smart contracts to Celo using bonds. So will there be any workshops to show that the participants can know if there are going to be workshops to show that, and how will the workshop go? What are the topics for the workshops? Can you tell us about that also?
Yeah, we'll be having workshops both from the Celo team and the Bunzz team, and we'll be having like a joint workshop to show you how to build, how to deploy with Bunzz on Celo. So we'll also have like blog posts that we would post on the channel for people to read up on. And then we'll also have like office hours, right? For developers, like maybe once in a week, in case anybody has blockers or you are, what's it called? You're finding it hard to like work, or you have like bugs to fix. We'll also be providing that here. So that's it.
Okay. Mr. Trust.
No addition. Yeah, so workshops and office hours will come.
Okay. So then I think I also want to ask this. So what are the prices for and the reward for winners in this hackathon? Just to ask. Yeah, Mr. Trust can take that question.
Yeah, so 5,000 USD across the winners. So we would communicate how that to be distributed. But yeah, that's basically that.
So okay, yeah, thank you very much for that. Okay, so is there any reward additional? That's a question. Is there any reward additional to the monetary rewards?
Yes, from us at Celo, we are offering consolation prizes for the top 10 participants that will be teaching at the conference, because there will be a live pitch at the conference here in Lagos for the finals. And we're also moving like the top 2 or top 3 to the accelerator program that Celo Africa DAO will be hosting at the end of the year. So like that's like our biggest event. So you have automatic slots to be one of the participants at the accelerator program. So yeah.
Oh, okay. So there is grants or even accelerator programs. Okay. From Bunzz, is there anything from Bunzz apart from rewards?
Right now, no, but definitely we're sure of further support, technical support for those who continue to build their solutions and have like a long-term vision for that.
Okay. So another question here is, what are the requirements for submission? Does a video need to be submitted as well? The Trust can take that.
Okay, I wanted to take that. Is Trust talking?
No, go ahead.
Okay, so if it's required to, to just support your submission, because we understand that because of the pressure and some other factors, you might have like a little bit of bug in your code and some other factors. So we would advise you to do like a demo, maybe just do like a Bloom recording of your submission, so we can have an idea of what you're building and how the flow runs. Or you can also just make like a prototype of your flow, of your workflow, maybe from on Figma, and then just add it to it to just have like a support for your submission. So yeah.
Okay. Mr. Trust, you want to say something before?
Yeah, it's similar to what Khadijah just is optional, but to support, your application, then that's fine.
Okay. Somebody asked, should the solution be deployed on mainnet or testnet? I think you mentioned something like that.
I mean, it has to be test nets, unless, I mean, you have big plans from the onset, then no, you can definitely do the main net and we're fine. But of course, test net is like the the standard for hackathons.
So yeah, now the solution will be deployed. So test nets. There are going to be live workshops. The dates will be communicated very soon. We already have topics. Everything will be on the landing page. I think you should check the landing page and start making doing registrations. I'm trying to get the link so I can drop it here. Oh, sorry. I think the registration link is here. So yeah, that's the registration link. Guys, you can start registering. And thank you very much, Mr. Trust. I don't know if does anybody have any other question before we sign out? Okay, yeah, thank you, Mr. Trust. Thank you, Khadijah, for showing up for the call. For further communications, we'll be communicating to everyone. We'll be sending out, oh, yeah, sure. So thank you for showing up, my boss. Okay, so for further communication, we will be communicating through the channels, Discord channel, and also communicating through emails and also through the website. So yeah, thank you very, very much, Mr. Trust. Thank you very much, Khadijah. Have a lovely day. Bye.
All right. Fine.
Bye.